let me pull up the other screen first. Let me pull up the site. Okay. It's right there. Okay. So let's pull up the dashboard. Okay. So
you still can't see anything, Shy.
Okay, I'm just gonna share my whole window then. My entire screen. Okay. Share. Okay.
Yeah, no.
Oh, well, we're gonna have to go to the next question because I didn't give Google Chrome screen recording permission on my computer.
I hate that. It's the worst.
So, does anybody else have a question?
Yeah.
I have a question. I don't think it's Divi related, but maybe some of you tech guys can help me, but it is sort of Divi related. You know, in the website, everybody puts the favicon, you know, at the top of the tab so that you have a favicon. It's like a small, tiny image of your logo. Have they changed it lately? Because I cannot seem to get the favicon to show. Because it used to be you could put that favicon in the Divi theme section. Now you can't. Took it out, and it's in the theme customizer. So you upload. Okay, fine. Everything's cool. You upload your 5x12 image. As they say, you can use JPEG or PNG. And so I do this, and I make this nice image, upload it, and it will not show.
I actually stopped using any Divi options to upload the favicon. I use a website called.
No, I'm using WordPress theme custom,
right?
Not the Divi option, because it's gone away from that area.
Yeah. So anything related to WordPress, any way to do that, I've stopped using it, because between mobile phones, like on Macs, they got like their touch bar. There's all these different places that your favicon can show up, and just uploading it in a specific area like theme customizer doesn't address all of those areas. So there's a website, it's called realfavicongenerator.net.
Yeah.
And there, it's kind of a multi-step process, but you upload your favicon, and it'll help with making sure it's square, the right size. It'll give you warnings and all that. But you can go through, what do you want this to look like if somebody saves the website on their iPhone or on Android? What do you want the colors to be for these different things? What do you want the touch bar to look like? Things like that. So it gives you lots of options. And then once you're done, it'll give you an image pack that you download that you upload into via FTP to your root WordPress install, and then like a code snippet that you put in your advanced Divi options for your code.
Weird.
And then it does everything else.
And when you say advanced, you're talking about the integration tab or the CSS?
Yep. Yeah, the integration tab.
Integration
like the head. Okay.
Yep.
Ah, okay. And you put the code there.
Yep. Yeah.
But you have to have ability to FTP. Some people don't have that.
Yeah, and there's plugins too that give you access, like FTP style access to the files. I've used that as well if I don't have FTP access.
That's weird, Joan, that it won't show up when you put it in the customizer. I've never had that issue.
Right.
Joan, try clearing out your cache, both on the website and the browser.
Yep, I did. I cleared it 100 times.
What's the website? Is it still in there?
Yeah, it is still in there. Yeah.
What's the website?
Go to yasmintunc.com. YASEMINTUNC.com.
Oh, sorry.
YAS. YASMIN. God, I can't even think of it. Hold on a second. Let me find it. YASEMIN.
You can post it in the chat too.
Yeah.
Okay.
This we're on Google Meet. We're not on Zoom. It's kind of like where's the chat?
So it's in the lower right.
Oh man.
It's like the second.
Yasmin, where is it? Okay.
What is wrong with Google? Why wouldn't it do what Zoom does?
There's a crap ton wrong with Google, but we won't go there.
What? Say that again?
In the lower right, there's a little speech bubble box.
Yeah, it's like the third icon or the second one from the
Second one to the right.
Hi, thank you. Oh, for goodness sake.
Yeah, this meetup is also a support group for Google Meet. So
Okay, see, can you
I see it. I see it looks like a fan. Like a little fan.
Oh, you see it?
Yep.
yeah, I see
Absolutely.
it.
Absolutely, I see it. A little open lotus flower or something.
Yeah, it's just
It's a
your
little lotus
cache.
flower, yes. It's a
It's
little
got
lotus.
cash.
Yep, it's
Your
there.
battery cache.
Yeah, I can see it too.
Oh, good. Thanks, guys. Well,
Yep, it's there. And I use Firefox, by the way, so it's in Firefox. I don't know
does
about.
it have something to do with my being inside the website? I can't see it, but that doesn't make sense. Phil, what did you say about the cleaning the cache?
So
Yeah.
I've seen that before.
Yeah.
And if you clear, I usually clear the cache on a website or your hosting level first. If I still don't see it, then I'll clear the cache in the browser.
Yeah.
Yep, I see it in both my Chrome and my Firefox. So.
Yeah, I do too. I also
Okay.
see my Mac.
You did good, Joan. It's there. I'm happy to check things for you. I could do that. That's easy.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
Jones, if you feel like it's a caching issue, the first thing I'll usually do is load like an incognito window and visit the website. Because that clears caches and cookies for any website. So if you're not seeing it there because you're logged out and everything, then it's a probably a website issue. But if you are seeing it with incognito, then it's a caching issue in your typical browser where you're working and stuff. So.
Or maybe the cache hasn't been cleared on the server end of the other website.
Right. Yeah.
I haven't looked in that area.
Your host.
Yeah. Caching is very frustrating because it lives in several places.
Yeah.
Several. And it's very frustrating.
Who's your host, Joan?
SiteGround.
I had a client on SiteGround and was running it through a CDN. So I'm like telling them, okay, first clear the cache on SiteGround, then go to Cloudflare and clear that cache, and he still wasn't seeing it on his browser. I was seeing it, and I'm like, all right, let's clear your browser now, and then it finally popped in.
I better check the SiteGround. Yeah.
Yeah, SiteGround. I know on Flywheel there's a tab. It just says clear cache, and it'll clear it, boom, right there for you. So
There is one on the back end of SiteGround.
Yeah.
that's where I go. Yep.
Thank you.
SiteGround system, but they're also known for their caching issues. So for sure,
Yeah.
clear the cache at SiteGround.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't even think of that. Thanks a lot.
Well, that was easy.
Yep.
All right,
Happy to
Shy.
help.
I have a feeling yours is a little more complicated.
Yeah, Shy, you get your screen sharing figured out? Let's give it a shot.
Screen care.
Yeah, I did. Okay, so if I go to my
Hey.
Got it.
Woo!
if I go to pages, I only have one thing. I only have one page. It's the test page. It's like the home page or whatever. I'm gonna rename it. But if I go to the website, which is here, it shows 3. I had those 3. I deleted them off the dashboard, but they're still showing. Like if I click on it, it's still a hyperlink.
So
Go
what
to the
this
back.
looks like to me is you haven't set a menu yet. You haven't created a menu
Yeah, just set
with
a menu.
specific links.
So go to your dashboard back in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Appearance, menus.
Underneath appearances, menus. Yeah.
Yeah, this is actually my first website.
Okay, there you go. Oh, you clicked appearance. Go to menus.
Menus.
Mhm.
There you go.
Yeah. So create one. I just like to call it main menu. So where it says menu name.
Yeah, it only has one.
Yeah, but
Not yet.
Oh,
So yeah,
so
where it
I'm
says,
supposed to set it.
yeah.
Mhm.
And
And
then
make that your primary menu. Click
Yeah,
primary
so
menu.
menu. No,
No. Click. There you go. Now
then
create.
create menu.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because that was bugging me.
Right.
now, Shy, before you continue, you got to go
Hold on,
back
yeah,
to
I
your
gotta go back.
appearance. Yeah, go back to your appearance and update your themes and stuff.
Huh?
Your
So
theme,
refresh that screen.
yeah, refresh the screen. Yeah.
And now you can add that. Right.
Now add the test.
Oh yeah, add.
Yeah.
add
There it is.
to-
Save
That's
it
it.
again. Save it again.
Okay.
And now when you go to the front, it should just be the only thing on the menu.
You got to refresh your screen on the front though.
And now go to visit site.
Go to your site.
This
Now
is the back. Let me
refresh
Now
that.
refresh that.
Yeah, refresh that.
I think this is still the back end though. I mean, this is still
No,
like
that's
this.
the front end.
That's
That's
it.
the
Okay.
front.
Yeah.
Wait.
There it
hold
is.
on.
Test. See, that's there. It's the only one there now.
Okay. Yeah. All right. And I have one more quick question. If anybody, after anybody else has any questions.
No, that's
think you're
good. No,
good.
so
You already
whenever
got your
you
screen
add,
up. You might as well keep rolling.
yeah, whenever you
Okay.
have,
So, is there a way to drag and drop pictures, like drag and drop photos, places in Divi?
Mhm.
Yeah.
You can drag and drop just like everything else,
But you have to put
unless it's a background image of a row, section, or module. But yeah.
So
Okay.
go to where you want to drag and drop one.
So I was trying to drag and drop pretty much a picture. It was somewhere else on the site. I think I just went around it because I didn't know how to do it, but just if it was right here or something.
Okay, so see right there when you're hovering over, scroll down this a little bit. And there's two ways of doing this. If you want to put it in that text content, then you're going to click on the gray gear for the text content.
Yeah, and then do what? And then what?
Click the gray.
Add media.
You're at,
Oh,
and
no, it's
right there,
this.
you're going to add media, that black button,
Mm-hmm.
and have your cursor wherever you wanted to add it, and then you drag and drop your image, and then it'll.
Oh, so it will drop wherever my cursor is.
Yep.
Okay.
You have their
Okay.
cursor next to the number 1.
Yeah, because
That's
I couldn't figure out.
But that's
I
if you
couldn't
want
figure
that image in that text module.
Yeah, I'm just saying this is one
Yeah.
way of adding it to that text module, or you would click a plus sign and add a new module, and you can pick an image module and then add the image that way as well.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let me see. So yeah, I couldn't for the life of me. You said I could click the plus sign and add the image through the image module.
Correct.
Yeah, that's the only way I could figure to do it. So I was just wondering, like, is there an easier way to do it? Whereas I could really kind of just guide where the image goes, because for some reason it was just like so hard to get. I have to buy myself. Okay, it was just so hard to figure out like how to manipulate the image to go exactly where I wanted to go inside the image module.
Inside the image module, you really don't have too many choices. You just got the upload image, and that's about it.
Right, but then I would have to put it like in its own section.
So
Or underneath the module.
right. So
Right.
and if you are working within the text module, the way I showed you, you put your cursor wherever you want it, and add media, drag that image. You can adjust the size of the image and adjust the text around it and stuff like that. Or if you just want to add a image module, now you can like tell it to center, or that's how you adjust where it's on the screen. You're telling it left justified, centered, or that way.
All right, thank you. So I could just drop it where I wanted to drop it, though.
Yeah.
So I could drop it where I wanted to drop it.
Yeah, I mean, you can either create another row, make it a full width row or thirds or whatever. If you want it in the dead center of the third, 3 columns, you just pick that particular column, pick that the image module, add it, and then away you go. You're done.
No, let me share my screen again, because when I tried to do that, it actually it didn't go right in the middle through 2 columns. It was just like it just moved the columns out the way.
I see. Yeah, when you start dragging things, you'll either add a column or it'll start moving things around.
So let me see. So if I'm here, sorry about this. So just say if I've moved the image right here, and I want to be in between these 2 columns, and I want to make a 3-column row.
You want it to be 3 columns?
Well, yeah. If I want to be a 3-column row, I put the image in the center, and it'll stay. And it won't affect the other 2 columns.
Yeah. First, you change it from 2 columns to 3 columns.
Yeah.
So
go back to that gear. No.
Yeah, do the drop down and pick 3 columns.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I would take your number 4 content and drag it over.
Drag it over. Yeah.
Drag it over to that one. Then put your image in the middle.
And then click the plus, and then pick the image module, and then drag your picture. And
yeah. Okay. I mean, that makes sense. For some reason, I was just having so much trouble doing like dragging and dropping. I might just have to wait till next time just to figure that out. But yeah, I was just having too much time trying to drag and drop. But thank you so much.
You did good.
That helped me.
We all started that way. We all had the same problem. Don't worry about it. When we all started Divi, I remember having the same problem.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We're long-time Divi users, right? I've used Divi since 2013. That's a long time.
Yeah, there was no front-end builder.
It was
back-end only, yeah.
Back-end only, yeah. You had to switch between preview all the time. It was a mess. So, hey, what you showed us, pretty good. Keep going. Awesome.
Yeah, I'm almost done. But actually, I was making it a multi-page site, so it's going to be a multi-page site. It was a 1-pager, and then I was like, well, I want to be able to have this on my portfolio. So
yeah, you will. But Shai, another thing I would recommend is that you go back into the appearance and the themes, and you update everything. Don't let everything update the versions to the latest version.
Really?
Yes, always want to update to the latest version, especially with Divi and anything there. Nothing will happen to any of the stuff that you did in your website.
Because I have another site and it's older, huh?
Who's your server? I mean, who's your website host?
Flywheel, yeah.
Flywheel, good. Okay. Before you update anything, especially Divi, make a backup copy. Then update, because long time ago there was always these little bitty glitches that would make it crazy, and then they'd come back and go, oh, here's another new one, So but always go to Flywheel, always do a backup. That's very easy. It's in a little tab. You back it up, make really simple, and then do your updates just in case something goes crazy.
Yeah, thank you. I didn't know you could cache from Divi either, so I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna find back
Flywheel. Yep, Flywheel, you can. Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Yeah, great question. Thanks for sharing your screen. It helps us to help.
Thank you.
Yeah. See, anyone else have a question? Sunny, Rosemary?
I have a couple of general questions. I'm very, very new to this. I did put together a sample website a couple of years ago with Divi, so I'm trying to relearn it really. And I'm trying to create a website.
Divi, trust me.
Well, I'm actually, believe it or not, even though I'm old, I'm a graduate student, and I'm trying to put together a website for my my capstone / thesis project for my master's program. And so one of the questions that I have for you guys is there a particular course or tutorial that you guys would recommend to just learn the basics of CSS? Just I know like next to nothing about it, and I just think it would be helpful in case I want to try and make some, customization.
There's all kinds of resources out there. I personally like css-tricks.com when it comes to really understanding CSS and the good visualizations that they provide of how it works, the different things. So I'll post just a link in the chat for them.
Okay. Great.
But yeah, you Google whatever you want to do and include CSS in part of that query. You'll find all kinds of stuff.
Okay.
But I like CSS tricks.
Okay, great. That's very helpful. Like I said, I just want to. And besides CSS, is there any other languages that you really need to try and learn to customize DVD, or is it CSS pretty much most of what you would need for your average? I'm not doing anything particularly fancy or anything like that.
I would say HTML is probably the next one. Just understanding how, divs and paragraphs and header tags and all that stuff work. But,
got it.
Yeah, that's for content and visual. HTML and CSS is all you'll need. But between Divi and WordPress, they definitely help you get around a lot of that.
There are some things that specialty things that may need to go in your head, integrated, but Divi makes that really easy. Usually you'll find a jQuery or JavaScript code and they'll say, put this code in your head. So you just grab that code and put it in integrations. In the back it says Divi options.
Okay.
Integration tab. You just plop it right in there. And so they make that really easy where you don't have to think too much. It's cut and paste.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Phil, I love that CSS for Divi. That's awesome.
Yeah, he's actually the course is done very well.
Wow, that's cool.
Is it for beginners or people who've got some knowledge?
I would say it's geared more towards the beginners.
That's great. Because I'm in Josh Hall's course, CSS course, which is really good.
Yeah, he's got a good one too.
But a lot of that is above my head because I'm older. Actually, I'm a lot younger than all of you, but I'm older. But anyway, I don't like CSS and coding, and I don't want to do HTML. That's why I switched over to using Divi, and I find that I can do everything I need to do in Divi without having too much code. So I don't have any knowledge of code, and so some of Josh Hall's courses it's above my head. I just can't wrap my head around it, and so I do what Cammy does. I copy and paste the CSS, but after a while, you keep doing it. The other day, I successfully reduced an image and made it a circle, and I figured out the code for the CSS thing. I put in the advanced tab. Yeah. So that's.
Well, Divi, you can do a circle
code. Right.
You can use the Divi imagery thing to do a circle too.
Yeah.
That's right. You can do that too.
Yeah.
There's so many ways to work with Divi. It's a pleasure. But I'm not a coding expert, and I never learned HTML except I know nothing about what an opening and a closing tag is, and a line break, and that's it. And I can look at the text module and I can check the code and see this is a broken tag, but that's it.
Well, the beauty of it is you have a plethora of people to help you when you need it. So
yeah, copy and paste. No problem.
Yeah, Josh Hall's good. I like his stuff.
Very good. Very good. Very good.
Was that your only questions, Rosemary?
For now, yes. Like I said, I'm just starting to put this website together, so I'm sure as I progress, I'll probably have more. If you guys have any of these meetups on a regular basis,
Yeah.
Oh, we do.
Oh yeah.
So,
It's
Cammy,
I'm
Cammy,
gonna-
tell her where to find them.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell because this is great. So the Divi. I'm sorry, I love this. He knows, like,
Oh, she laughed.
Where did she go? Wait a minute.
Wrong button.
She loves it so much she just had to leave.
She got so excited. Just
Um,
go on Meetup. Go on Meetup and just
Where did you go,
search
Cammy?
Divi.
Cammy's on mute. Cammy's gonna post a link to the Divi Meetup Pro website that'll show you all,
Yes,
all our
that's-
I got
meetups.
so excited I knocked myself out. Okay. Okay, so the Divi, Elegant Themes Divi, they have if you go to this page I just posted, it will show you every Divi meetup across the world.
wow.
They post events, and they will tell you if they're virtual or in person. Most at this point are still virtual. So
Great.
that's why I know Eric and Joan and Tracy and Phil and Dustin, of course, because we all kind of go to each other's events. So
Cool.
find a topic and just go to it. They're really easy to join. So, and they're very welcoming.
Great, that's terrific. Now, one last question, because I hadn't thought about this, but since you touched upon with Shy about host issues, my host, I got this plan like many years ago, even before. This is way before people were doing internet stuff or Divi. So I use DreamHost. Anybody can know anything about them? I'm not sure I am particularly. I'm not sure I'm a fan of DreamHost. Back when I got the plan, supposedly they were very good, but lately I'm not sure I'm all that happy with what's going on there. I mean, just some of the support issues, lately the support just hasn't been there. Can anyone recommend a better plan? And how do I go? Is it really complicated or difficult to switch plans to a different hosting service?
May I, Dustin?
Sure.
Okay.
There's a lot of opinion around this topic. So
No doubt.
So the most important thing is to find a host that is WordPress specific, because GoDaddy and Blue Gator or HostGator and all those, they are all anything, but they don't necessarily understand the issues with WordPress. So that whichever one you choose, just make sure it's WordPress. And the three that I know of are SiteGround, Flywheel, which is the one that I use, and WP Engine, which bought Flywheel. So they're kind of the same company, but they're still separate. Those three are specific to WordPress. And the beauty of, I know Flywheel, I think SiteGround too, is they are people as well. So they understand Divi, they know Divi. I can highly recommend any of them for their support and their plans and stuff like that. But to me, whatever you choose, make sure it's WordPress specific. And the fact that some of these are Divi hosts as well makes it great for that. But that's and I don't know if SiteGround does, but Flywheel will migrate your site over to them for free.
Yes.
And it also comes, I'm sure SiteGround does too, most do, it comes with an SSL certificate. That's not separate, it comes with.
SiteGround has fantastic tech service.
Yeah.
You should need it.
Glad I asked.
Seriously. One of the and they recently redesigned their back end, so it's easier now for you to use it. And you don't have to look at some complex cPanel thing. You can look at something much more pleasant and much easier. And the other day I was walking a client through the back end. She said, "Oh, thank you. This is much better. This is just much better."
Well, if it's any counsel, I have never done anything on GoDaddy. At least I managed to stay away from that.
Well, that's a good thing.
good job.
Yeah.
They're good for domain names, but that's
No, not even that.
not even that. I don't.
Sorry. I'm not a
Thank you so much.
The
Thank
thing I
you.
would usually ask is what's your budget like for hosting?
Yeah.
The three that Cammie mentioned, I would agree that they are all decent, but WP Engine is expensive as all get out. So if you have a I love the cattail that keeps crossing your screen.
I know. He likes to be
You got
involved.
like this third arm growing out of your chest or something like that. But anyways, WP Engine, in my opinion, is way overpriced. I mean, it's great hosting. I don't want to knock it in any way, shape, or form. I agree their support is awesome, but pricing is just ridiculous in my opinion. I've been a SiteGround fan for many years. I have 3 different hosting companies. SiteGround was one of them. One of my SiteGround accounts recently had to be renewed, and I moved to a hosting company called A2 Hosting. I like A2 Hosting a lot. Reason why I like it a lot is several things. A, they're local here. There's farm out by Dustin, and then there's one in Michigan. They hire students, college students, for their support team. The college students get paid and they get college credits. So they're not sending me overseas to somebody that I can't understand. Their servers are, I've noticed just by simply moving from SiteGround to A2, they got this, I forget what it's called, their rocket package or something. Let me look real quick here. Their turbo package. And I've noticed the page load increase or decrease, I should say, load times, just by simply moving it from one to the other. I didn't touch anything else. So in my opinion, they are, I think they're cheaper, and I think that they're a little bit better than SiteGround and WP Engine. So once my second SiteGround's got to be renewed, then I'm going to move those 40 websites over to A2 as well.
Can I give you the opposite, another viewpoint?
Sure.
Because I found that sometimes cheaper hosting is not the way to go. But I do agree with you that WP Engine is too expensive, you know. But with SiteGround, they recently updated their stuff, and now they're operating on the Google Cloud. But I found them to be, my website now is lightning fast. It's much quicker than it ever was. But my philosophy is I'm prepared to pay a little bit extra for the better service. And because I'm not so tech savvy and I don't have my own business and stuff like that, I mean, I have my own business, but I don't do website hosting. Sometimes I need tech support, and SiteGround gives me what I need. So from that point of view, but if you're doing what Phil's doing, then what he's doing with A2 is a great idea.
So SiteGround recently got bought out, and I've noticed in the last 6 to 8 months that their service is still okay, but it's nowhere near what it was, 8 months, 12 months ago, which is part of the reason why I decided to move. The A2, like I said, I think they are reasonably priced. Their support is second to none. And then same thing with the speed that Joan mentioned. I typically, like when you move from one host to another, you're typically going in and adjusting things and tweaking things to bring your speed back up. With them, I didn't have to. And then they have the same thing where they'll migrate you over. They'll migrate everything over from their website. They'll help you set up your email. They'll do everything. So I like them a lot. But SiteGround is a great company. WP Engines, they have awesome service. The thing I will give WP Engine is like, the one thing I don't like about it is they tell you what you can and can't have on your site, because there's a certain security suite that I like to use, and then I always install it for clients that I'm doing maintenance on. I like to install like a monitoring software. They don't like my monitoring software. They won't let me install it on their hosting. And then they don't like my security suite either. They have their own security suite, which is second to none as far as, you don't have to worry about getting hacked when you're at WP Engine, that's for sure. Unless you are an idiot and do a simple admin and use your passwords 123, then you might get hacked. But they are really good as far as like brute force attacks and stuff like that. They're all over it.
Awesome. So Rosemary, you got all the information you probably ever want about hosting.
Good. It's good to know, because like I said, it's one of those things that I've been like lately. This is not great, but I didn't know where to turn, because like I said, I'm just doing this for my school project, so it's not like I have a lot of experience with any of this. So it really helps to hear from people that do have experience. I don't know what's going on around here today. There's something going on out there. My one dog is just, she is just like losing her mind. And normally she doesn't do that. So there's something going on out there. Hopefully not another drive-by shooting like we had a few months ago.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah. And then this is a fairly quiet, as far as that goes, I've been here 4 years and we haven't had those kinds of problems. But a few months ago, I got a knock at the door, and there's a cop saying, "Do you hear the commotion out there?" I'm like, "What happened?" Drive-by shooting. I totally missed it. I'm like, "Oh wow!" Right at the end of my block, the entire block was blocked.
Those are some good headphones, Rosemary.
Is that? Well, the really weird. I'm out walking around this area all the time because I have 2 dogs. So, and one of them is very old, so she has to go out every half hour, it seems. And I'm out all the time. And like 10 minutes before this happened, I was out walking around with my dog. I'm like, you happen to be in the wrong place at the wrong time, but luckily we haven't had a repeat of that. Thank goodness.
No, thank goodness. That's scary. Sunny, did I see you raise your hand? You had a question earlier?
Yeah. So actually, I don't have a question. I just want you guys, feedback from you guys. I've been managing WordPress projects for a couple of years, and I started using Divi for a couple of months actually. It's very new for me. I don't know. I just want to connect with people who use Divi. So I don't know. I just want to have feedback. I designed a couple of websites. I just want to know, how is it? Is it up to the mark? I don't know. Can I share my screen?
Sure can.
Okay. So yeah. Can you see my screen?
Nope. No, there it is.
Now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So this is just image. I don't know. This is I think a third website I designed.
You've designed this with Divi?
Yeah, I'm using Divi as a design tool itself.
Okay.
So this is image. This is just homepage. This is actually a Lottie animation file. So on the website, it's moves.
Okay.
So this is and let me see. This is a kind of educational website, tuitions. I don't know. I'm just playing around with the Divi, and this is what I got in a month or so.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, they look good.
Really?
Yeah, really nice.
Yeah, it's pretty good for a month.
Oh, that's great. This is I'm trying to develop it for myself actually. I'm in process of doing this thing. I don't know. I'm still just trying it out.
Well, you're doing well for a tryout. I'm telling you, that's very nice.
Yeah.
So, what are you asking us a question about something here, or are you just showing us what you've done?
Is it up to the mark? Is it something that I should go after? Can I sell this? That's what I'm trying to say. Is it worth enough to sell this kind of designs and something? This is all.
As a business, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's very assuring actually.
Well, the thing that's really great about the things that you've already built is, you may or may not know this, but you can save these as templates. Each page, each section, and then you can, if you have a customer, you can say, well, here's a template. Choose one of these 3 templates, or 4 or 5, or however many you have, and then they can choose the one that they like or the section that they like. And so yes, absolutely. With what I've seen that you can do, certainly a business is easily done with Divi.
Yeah, these look really good. I'm impressed you've mastered Divi so quick in a month to generate some of this.
I've been okay. Thanks.
So what other page builders have you used in the past?
Actually, I'm not a developer, but I managed the WordPress projects earlier. So where I'm a part of a WordPress development agency, and they do the custom development, all this stuff. I do understand the whole process of it, but they spend a lot of time, like 2 months for a website. And with Divi, with a month of experiments, I can do it in 2 months. In 2 days actually. So I don't understand why they're spending 2 months for a 12-page or 20-page websites. So I have tried with I've tried the Elementor also, but that's not that friendly like Divi. Divi is, anybody can do it. Literally.
I'm sorry, which builder did you say?
Elementor.
Oh, okay.
Elementor.
Yeah.
And another thing like Avada and other theme frameworks. I tried maybe 4, 5, 6. But Divi is I think the simplest thing anyone can do, build their website.
Yep.
I never thought myself, I'm kind of a project manager for my company, and I'm not supposed to be a technical person, and I'm okay with my results. I'm not sure. Your words are kind of encouraging, but Divi is awesome, and I'm trying to connect with the people. And Divi community is not that big compared to WordPress or even Elementor. So even I think Camis, you shared the link, right? That's the link where from where I got to know the Salt Lake City.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I'm trying to do. Where the Divi is going, and as of now, Divi community is very small compared to any other community in WordPress. So I just want to connect with the people and learn from people and share what I can do. I do have experience of handling customers and all, what kind of problems, and hosting SiteGround, 8 hosting. We have hosted it on AWS, on the Google itself. That's a whole different game actually. But I have done that as an employee of a company. But as a person, as an individual, I prefer Divi. I don't know. I'm a fanboy. I don't know. It's the best. I don't know.
I'm not sure you're going to get one. We all love Divi as well.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Everybody has their own. Dustin's probably heard me say this too. Between Beaver Builder and Elementor and Divi, it's like, chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry ice cream. Everybody has their special flavor. So some may really connect with Elementor, some may really connect with Beaver, and you obviously have really connected with Divi. Some get in Divi and go, oh my God, I don't understand, because there may be just too many options. And then some get with Elementor like you and go, oh my God, I can't, it's too limiting, whatever it is. So thank you. I'm happy you found, you're going to be teaching us here soon. I have a feeling your stuff is really good. Where are you located, Sunny?
I'm from India, actually. It's a western state, Maharashtra, and city called Pune.
There is, I don't know there is an India that we just came from a organizer meetup, Divi meetup organizers meet that we have. There is somebody in India. There's an actual Divi group in India, which you might want to look into.
Actually, I'm part of those, but they don't do shit. They don't shit. They are not doing anything. So I'll start one where stuff will happen, and I'm trying to learn what you guys are doing. I'll try to do that locally actually, because I attended and they don't do anything actually. They just try to spam people to get this client. They don't understand the meaning of community, building community. It's not just about like getting clients and building few bucks, and it's about community. I want to see Divi. I'm really impressed with the Divi.
Okay.
And I just want to
Well,
see
we're
the
glad,
ads.
we're glad you're here.
Yeah, I mean that Divi gave me just different perspective. I mean, I thought I can develop things, I can manage things, I can manage the projects, but I don't have the belief system where I can develop things. And Divi gave me that thing, and that's awesome. I believe that I can do something, I can build something. I just want people to everybody should have that feeling actually.
Well, you've come to the right place. That's why I go to everybody's events as much as I can, because I just love hanging out and talking Divi. Dustin, I have a question.
Okay.
Was it Rosalind that said, Joan, you might know too, Phil, was it Rosalind who said she's having something about how to start a business with Divi? Yeah, right. So Sunny, you might want to look for that one on that page I posted on the Meetup group. There, where is she from?
California.
California. It's a California-based one. Within the next few months, she's going to have several different speakers talk on how to start a business using, as a developer using Divi. So that might be a good one for you as well to get some ideas on how to do that. I mean, you have a great sense of design. You're actually, and very smart.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's good. I'll check it out. Actually, I got a couple of clients. I mean, without trying, actually, I just shared this with a couple of friends, and I just got a couple of projects. I don't know. I mean, I haven't tried for it, but I'll probably think about doing something out of it.
Well, that's about everything in life. If you find something that you love or clicks with you, it will spread out, and people will start coming. It's like a magnet; they'll come to you. So.
Yeah. I think that's what is happening.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm here, actually.
It shows in your work. It's very well done.
Thank you.
Definitely. Awesome. Yeah. Thanks for showing us your stuff. That was nice. Is there a last question we can answer, or how's everyone? Did we get them all?
Actually, there are lots of questions, technical questions. But I think for the starters, for today, that's okay. I have lots of questions, actually, very technical and very specific. But I think let's take it slow.
Okay, that sounds great.
For Rosalind and Shai and Sunny, now that you have Divi, Elegant Themes sends out blogs like almost weekly, sometimes daily. Please read those, because they give you so many tips, information about marketing and or page creation. And I mean, there's a plethora of topics that Elegant Themes does, and it's specific to Divi. And they're really good about that. So don't just, throw those in your trash. Absolutely read them. It's a great source of information and tutorials. So.
Yeah,
absolutely. Cool. Well, if there's no other questions, we can adjourn for the month.
I do have one other question.
All right, go for it.
It's just a quick one, because it's just piggybacking on what already happened. When I just tried to go to a site, it didn't, like when I went to like the flywheel, the flywheel, like to look at the site or whatever. Whatever it was, it's not going to that page. It goes to this page first, and then if I click this, it's going to go here.
So it's probably set that way in your settings.
Yeah. So go to Theme Customizer. You can get there by just hovering over the title there in the admin bar.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, Theme Customizer.
Okay, so if I'm already in there, go to Theme Customizer, you said?
You're there, just scroll down.
Okay. And then scroll down on the left-hand side. You'll see homepage settings.
You might have to log back in.
Yeah, you're logged out actually.
Logged in. Yeah. Okay. So, new customizer. I'm already there somewhere. Okay, I have to go.
It's under Divi.
Yeah. So okay. Sorry about that.
Keep
So
scrolling down. Keep going down, down, down. There you go.
There you go.
New customizer.
Okay. And then
You want to go to homepage settings once it loads.
homepage settings.
Yep.
And
And then you'll change it to a static page.
okay.
And then for homepage, you'll select test.
Okay. All right. Thank you. That was it. Sorry about that.
However, Shy, when you create your home page, you'll have to go back in and select homepage as your homepage. When you
Okay.
actually create that page.
Yeah. Let me
Or
stop.
relabel it from
Otherwise-
test to home.
Or yeah, rename it test to home, either one.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
You're
It's, yeah. Thank you.
That was an easy one.
Yeah. Yeah, no problem.
I will say tomorrow night, 5:15, the Atlanta group and the New York City group are doing a joint meetup, and it's on building membership sites with Mark Silverman, who is
I'm
a
definitely there.
meetup member.
Yeah.
That's tomorrow, 5:15. It's probably on that page. And
What time zone?
I'm sorry,
East.
Eastern, 5:15 to 7:15. And in September, I'm doing an event for New York. I'm a speaker at their event on starting with Divi, like how from the very beginning, like how to set up your site. So if you know anyone who's just getting into Divi and wants to learn from the beginning how to set it up correctly and what everything is, I'm doing that one in September. And anyway, so come tomorrow night. I'd love to see you guys again.
Phil, when's your next meetup?
Sure.
We just had ours yesterday, so we have ours second Tuesday of the month every month, and it's 6 p.m. Central Time.
Quick,
6 to 8. And we
quick
do a
question
lot
for
like
you.
this.
I'm sorry.
We do a lot like this, open forum, question and answer type of thing.
Okay. What's your question, Rosemary?
I'm sorry. I just thought of something. Do you guys know of any DV groups closer here to the Philadelphia area by any chance?
Look up that link that Kane
Okay.
shared, and you'll see all the different groups.
Okay.
I'm not familiar with one, but
Well, I know there's New York and Washington. There's one in Washington, I know.
Okay.
But you'll see there's a map and it has a lot of the little dots. It'll show you where all the groups are. Hold on. I see
Okay.
one in Pennsylvania.
There's
Hold on.
one in New Hope, Pennsylvania.
Oh,
Yeah.
New Hope. Yeah, New Hope is it's very close to where I went to college right out of high school, Newtown.
That looks like the
Yeah.
only one in Pennsylvania, though.
Yeah, near Trenton. Yeah.
Yeah, New Hope. I know exactly where New Hope is. It's a very touristy town. Very nice town. Okay, great. I'll check that out.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you everyone for coming. The questions were great. The help was great. I love it. So next month, I'm going to work on getting a guest speaker to come, and as soon as I get that figured out, I will post an update and let you guys know.
Well, I always love your events, Dustin. So thanks for hosting these and taking care of it.
Yeah. No, I'm glad you guys come. This is great. So
Bye.
have a great Wednesday, and we'll see you around.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.